Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's so good to see everybody again. I've been waiting all week for today. Do you know why? Wednesday has become my favorite day. And do you know why I love Wednesday so much? Because on Wednesdays, I tell a story. That's right, today is Wednesday, and it's 4 o'clock. So you know what that means. It's time to tell another story. Now, every Wednesday so far, I've told many stories about making friends, about fruit, about butterflies, about wonderful creatures in the sea, like seahorses, and hermit crabs that make beautiful houses. Today, we're leaving the sea and we're going to another fantastic place. Where are we going? We're going to outer space. We're going to see the sky. And what things do you see in the sky? It depends what time it is. If you look in the sky in the day, you can see the sun and clouds and the birds. If you look in the sky at night, you can see the stars and the moon. I love to look at the sky at night. Do you like to look at the sky at night? Today we're going to tell a story about a special boy who loves to look at the sky just as much as I. When you join the Storytime Circle, please say hello. I'd love to know who's listening today. So let's get started and hear about this special boy. By the way, my name is Jennifer, and I'm a teacher with English in the City Prato. And I love to tell stories. I love to listen to stories. And today I found a very special story just for you. How to catch a star. What do you do when you see the first star in the sky? I know what I do. I close my eyes tight and I make a wish. Do you do that too? Because if you make a wish, when you see the first star in the sky, it always comes true. What do you wish for? I know what I wish for. And when I do make a wish, when I see the first star in the sky, I know for sure that I'm always going to get it. But you have to wish for something really, really good. So let's see what this boy does. Because he wants to catch a star. Do you think it's easy to catch a star? I mean, the stars are in the sky and they stay very still. They don't run away. So it should be easy to catch a star. What do you think? Look at the beautiful night sky. What do you see in the sky? I see stars. How many stars do you see? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see 7 stars. How many do you see? Once there was a boy, and he loved stars very much. I love stars too. Do you love stars? I especially love shooting stars. Sometimes when you look in the night sky, you'll see a star go shooting by. Shooting stars also are good wishing stars. Next time you see a shooting star, close your eyes tight and make a wish as hard as you can. Hi, Andrea, and hi, Lisa. Thank you for joining my Storytime Circle today. Today, we're telling a story about a very special boy, and he loves stars very much. Every night, he watches the stars from his window. I watch stars from my window. Sometimes, when I'm in my kitchen, I sit in the window and I look at the stars and I try to count them. But sometimes there are so many that I can't count them all. He loved stars so much, and he wished for a star of his own. Do you see the boy looking at the stars in the sky? How many stars do you see? Count with me. 1, 2. I see 2 stars. You love stars too, Lisa. I think stars are wonderful. He dreamed how this star might be his friend. What do you do with your friends? Do you play games with your friends? The boy wants to play hide and seek with his star friend. How do you play hide and seek? Well, one person closes their eyes and they count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And while the person has their eyes closed and they're counting, the other friend goes and hides. But when you hide, you have to be very quiet so no one knows you're there. And then the person who counted goes to find you. I like to play hide and seek too. Do you? The boy dreamed about how he would play hide and seek with his star friend. What else does he want to do with his star friend? He wants to hold his hand and take a long walk on the beach. So after they play hide and seek, they can hold hands and take a long walk on the beach. I like to walk on the beach too, and I listen to the sea. The boy decided he would try to catch a star. What did he do? He set his alarm clock and said, I'm going to wake up very, very early tomorrow so I can catch my star. Why does he want to catch a star? Because he wants a friend to play hide and seek with and to hold hands and walk on the beach with. He said, I'll wake up really early in the morning so I can catch my star. Because early in the morning, the star will be so tired from being in the sky all night long. So the next day at sunrise, he set outside to catch a star. Do you see any stars in the sky? I don't see any stars in the sky. And the boy doesn't see any stars either. So he sat down and he waited. And he waited. And he waited. And he waited some more. And then he waited again. But now he's hungry, so he had lunch while he was waiting. All that waiting makes you hungry. After lunch, he waited. And then he got hungry again. So he had some dinner. And then after dinner, what did he do? He waited some more. He was waiting all day long for the star. And then finally, when the sun started to set, the first star appeared. Now, what do you do when the first star appears in the sky? That's right. You close your eyes and you make a wish. And you wish as hard as you can. Because when you wish on the first star, it always comes true. And he's so happy because finally there's a star in the sky. So he said, okay, there's my star. And he tried to reach up in the sky and grab it. And then he jumped. Oh. But the star was too high. And he couldn't jump high enough. So very carefully, what did he do? He found the tallest tree he could find. And he climbed all the way to the top. That's right, Lisa. You have to wish when you see the first star in the sky. But you have to wish for something good. And you have to wish very, very hard. Otherwise, it doesn't come true. But can he reach the star? It's still too high. What's he going to do? So he thought, and he said, well, I can make a lasso. And I can swing the lasso, catch the star, and pull it down out of the sky. And he said, I'll use the lifesaver from my daddy's boat. Now, I thought this was a great idea, but I don't have a boat, and I don't have a lifesaver. Do you have a boat? But the lifesaver was too heavy, and he couldn't carry it. So if he can't carry it, he can't swing it and throw it in the sky. It looks like he's never going to get his star. Why does does the boy want a star? Does he want to make a wish? Do you remember why he wants the star? What does he want to do? Well, he wants a friend. And what do you do with your friends? I play games with my friends. And he wants to play hide and seek. And he wants to take a long walk on the beach. But right now he doesn't have a star friend. He can't play hide and seek. And he can't walk on the beach. What's he going to do? Here's another fantastic idea. Do you see what that is? He's got a spaceship. And with the spaceship, you can shoot off into the sky. And you can lean out the window and take your star. Isn't that a great idea? So the boy thought, okay, the lifesaver's too heavy and I can't pick it up. I can't reach the star in the sky because it's too high. So I'll fly up in my spaceship and I'll just grab the star with my hand. But the spaceship had run out of petrol because last Tuesday he went to the moon. Have you been to the moon yet? When I look at the night sky, I love to look at the stars, and I love to look at the moon. Now, I told you that sometimes I fly, and one day I'm going to fly to the moon. Yes, I am. I'm going to fly to the moon, and I will get a star for me. Do you want a star? I'll get you a star too. But the boy can't take his spaceship because there's no more petrol. Because he went to the moon last Tuesday. What's he going to do? So then he said, well, I can't get the star by myself. I need help. I need help. Well, Lisa, when you want a star, you tell me and I will get you a star. Of course you can come with me, but you can only come with me, Lisa, if you can fly. Do you know how to fly? I practice. I practice a few times a week, and I'm getting very good. So the boy says, okay, I can't get the star by myself. I need help. So he asks a seagull for help. And you see what he says? He says, look, there's my star in the sky. Can you help me get my star? So he tried to ask the seagull to fly him into the sky so he could get his star. But the seagull said, no, I'm not going to fly you up into the sky so you can get a star. That's right, Lisa, you have to practice. Because otherwise, you don't want to fall while you're flying, because that's very dangerous. So now, what's the boy going to do? He had some fantastic ideas. Do you remember his ideas to catch a star? Well, first, he tried to jump, but the star was too high. Then he climbed a tall tree, but it was still too high. And then he said he would lasso the star with the lifesaver, but the lifesaver was too heavy. Then he said, well, I'll just take my spaceship, which was the best idea yet. But there was no petrol. So he asks for help, and that seagull said no. Doesn't look like the boy is going to get his star at all. And the boy is sad now because he says, I'm never going to catch my star. And just then, do you see that? Can you see that? There's a star in the water. And the boy sees it too. He says, oh my goodness, there's a star in the water. It's so beautiful. And it's so small. It's just a baby star. It probably fell out of the sky. It just fell out of the sky and landed in the water. Oh, what luck! Now all he has to do is put his hand in the water and get his star. He tried and he tried to get the star out of the water, but he couldn't reach it. It looked like it was floating on top, but every time he put his hand in, he couldn't get the star. And then he had an idea. If I wait on the shore, eventually the sea will bring the star to the shore. Does it? It does look like a lantern fish. Do you remember my fish that made lights last week, Andrea? That helped the hermit crab make a beautiful house. So he ran back to the beach. And he says, if I wait on the beach, my star will wash up in the water. And then he waited, and he waited on the beach. And he watched the waves come in. And he said, sooner or later, my star is going to come on the beach. And sure enough, it did. Look at that. The star washed up in the sea. And it's laid on the sand, and it was a bright, beautiful golden star. Isn't that beautiful? He's so happy. I'm happy too. Are you happy? The boy had caught a star of his very own. And now they're holding hands, and they're taking a long walk on the beach. And look what they're doing at the very end. They're reading a book together. Because sometimes it's nice to read a book with your friends too. They look so happy. But did you see what the boy did? He had a wonderful idea in the beginning. What was his idea? Did he want to make a wish like me? No. He didn't want just to make a wish. He wanted the star. Why does he want a star? Well, he loves stars so much. And he wanted to play with his star friend. He wanted to play hide and seek. And he wanted to take long walks on the beach. And he didn't give up. He said, I am going to catch a star. And do you remember the first thing he did to catch his star? He didn't just sit back and wait and say, well, I hope someday I catch a star. No, he woke up early in the morning and he waited and he waited and he waited and he had lunch and he waited and he waited and he had dinner and he waited all day. It's not easy to wait. I know sometimes when I wait, I get angry and I say, hurry up already. I'm here waiting. He didn't get angry. He just waited and waited. I know. Isn't it great reading with friends, Lisa? I love reading with my friends too. And because he waited all day, he saw the first star. And he didn't give up. He said, now I see the star. Now I'm going to catch my star. And he jumped and he climbed. And he had wonderful ideas of a lasso and a spaceship. And just when he thought he couldn't do it on his own, he asked for help. Because sometimes you have to ask for help. That's right, Lisa. Never give up. You're patient and you wait and you keep trying. And that's what he did. Even when that seagull said no, he said, that's okay. I'm going to find another way. And then he went in the water and he tried to get it, but he couldn't get the star in the water. And then he went back to the beach. Do you remember? He went back to the beach and he waited again because he was sure that he was going to get his star. And in the end, he did. He got his star. And so now he has his special star friend. And he can play hide and seek and take long walks on the beach. This isn't the first time that I've told this story. I love this story. I love this story because I love stars. I love this story because I love the moon. And I love this story because I know that if I try really, really hard, I can do anything I want. If I try really, really hard and I believe I can do it, I can do anything I want. And you know what? You can too. So the first thing you do is close your eyes tight and you make a wish as hard as you can. And then after you make a wish, you start to do it. And you try and you try and you keep trying until your wish comes true. Isn't that a great story? I love that story. I love that story. I love stars. I like butterflies. I love the moon. I want to thank everybody for joining my Storytime Circle today. Thank you, Andrea, and thank you, Lisa. Because I love telling stories. I love listening to stories, and I love telling stories. And I'm going to tell another story very soon. I know we've made some wonderful friends in our stories, Andrea, with Mr. Stickleback and Mr. Tilapia and Mr. Polefish and the Trumpet Fish. We made some fantastic friends under the sea. And today we made fantastic friends in the sky. We made star friends today. Thank you, Lisa. I loved telling the story today. It was so great to tell this story. But thanks everybody for joining me this afternoon. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Andrea. Have a wonderful day. And remember, when you see the first star tonight, close your eyes tight and wish as hard as you can. And then next time you tell me what you wished for, and I'll tell you mine. Okay, bye everybody. Have a great day. Have a wonderful week. And I will see you next time. Thank you, Andrea. Hugs to everybody out there.